Good afternoon, Vishal, and thank you for talking to Healthcare Times today. And first question is that would you like to share your experience about this event, about this WMTC event? Can you share a few words on that first?
Hi, I'm Vishal. The WMTC event in Delhi, or say in India, should be here a long time back. It's been waiting for this kind of event since long time, and WMTC the initiative has been great, and they're putting a lot of efforts worldwide, not only in India. So it's a worldwide thing. We've been a regular visitor to the US events, and every year it's been discussed that Indian chapter has to be started. Finally, it's got it, and they're here, and a good initiative. And I think there's still a bigger market yet to tap, and it will slowly and steadily will grow in a bigger way.
So Vishal, you have traveled across the globe and seen countries. You have explored medical tourism markets around the world. So what's your say on the potential of medical tourism in India?
So medical tourism in India has a great potential. We all know that. I've been into this field for more than 14 years now, and primarily into the international referrals, and it's grown every year. It's the new territories have opened up, the new markets have opened up. It's if you say 10 years, 12 years back, there were very few hospitals across India. But the network of hospitals have increased. The technology has up to the mark what we get it in other developed countries. So, and based on that, the patient referrals toward India has also grown substantially.
I think, as you just mentioned about the referrals and the facilitator part, how important are they in the business, and what is their role in, and how dependent can an hospital be? How can they be help us favorably to expand or grow the international business of a hospital?
So the facilitators, I would say, plays a very important role in developing the business or developing a market for a hospital. So one important thing, for example, if you're traveling somewhere, if you say, for example, you want to do your hotel booking, you don't go to each hotel and look for a price for them. You go a consolidated player where you book your hotel, you give your requirements, they give you a quotation of 3 to 4 hotels depending on your requirement. In a similar way, it's in the healthcare form. A person staying hundreds of thousands of kilometers away from India, and he's not aware of the Indian culture, he's not aware about how things works up in India. So the facilitator plays a very important role, where it gives all the information, not only related only to the treatment part, but the support services, the travel part, the accommodation, the local culture awareness programs, everything, right from their visa assistance to picking them to the airport, to bringing them down to the hospital, care for them during the treatment, support after the treatment, follow up with the doctor. If somebody wants add on the holiday part into it, so the tourism part. So the tourism part also been arranged accordingly, and then dropping the patient safely to the flight back home. So it's a consolidated thing which a hospitals should only focus mostly on the medical part of it. The rest, a facilitator can take a big leap into this and would take a very important role into it.
So Vishal, on the global medical tourism index, we are scaling on number 5.
Yeah.
So if India has to come up on the scale, what initiative needs to be done? All hospitals and the healthcare system together, and what government initiatives also should be taken, to bring up that scale.
See, one of the major issues which most of the patient faces is the visa. The visa is the one question which is asked by most of the patients have, that getting a visa, which the government has now helped us in easing out the visa formalities, getting an e-health visa, the e-medical visa where the patient can come in easily. And the other thing is, when we look into a scale of 5th in the world, it could be, or second in the Southeast Asia, it could be the countries we're competing with are in this region are smaller countries than India. India is a big country. You go from north to south, all the demographic changes, so the requirements changes. So it's one area that has to be taken care of well, and the government is now taking serious actions in helping in develop India as a brand, India as a destination.
Vishal, you just spoke to me a while ago about Global's initiative on developing a new concept of inbound domestic tourism, inbound domestic medical tourism. Can you just share with our users what is it all about and why are you so gung-ho about it?
Now see, when you talk about domestic market is equally big market or even higher market than the international one, because there are a lot of areas where people are not still aware where to go for treatment, right treatment available. They're sometime confined to a particular city and they keep on undergoing a treatment what best available. So awareness to given to the people to come to the metros where we have our latest technology. Earlier on, with the time when the people used to travel out of India for the treatment, now the treatment is available in the major metro cities with the latest technology which is available across the world. So this awareness is there. Huge number of people are to be given an awareness so that they get the right treatment at the right place.
So which type of hospital should look at you as a solution provider in growing their patient numbers?
Yeah, see the hospitals are, one is the multi-speciality hospitals are there, because see for treatment especially for the cancer and cardiac care, it's not available everywhere. So it's very specified for treatment of for any kind of cancer treatment, whether or high-end cancer treatment, which are available in the major metros and not available in the smaller towns, and also the treatment regarding the heart. All the cardiac issues, the surgical part, the heart transplants, the other transplants, the liver transplants and everything are available in a very, very confined cities. So these hospitals should be there. Plus now the concept of standalone hospitals, where our standalone specialty hospital, they also play a very important role now to give an awareness to the patient first. It's not only about the referral part to the patient to the hospital, but first of all to make the patient aware about what they are offering and where the patient sink in regarding with his requirements.
So your company Global Healthcare, what sort of assistance it is giving to hospitals to to tap this particular area of business for hospitals?
Are you talking about domestic one?
I'm talking about the domestic one.
In the domestic sector, we're helping the hospital to do a CME program for the doctors in the smaller towns and cities. We are doing a medical camps. Then again, a continuous awareness program. We're doing a telehealth section where a patient has done a diagnosis. He can talk to a doctor before actually he comes in. He makes a plan to it. And there were some initiative which we started with even with Indian Railways to start up something to help the domestic patients to get the priority in terms of when they're traveling, if the patient is traveling, he get a lower berth seat and everything. So there are a lot of things we're combining together. So it's not only us has to take an effort, it's a collectively effort come from the hospital, from us and from the support services also.
Vishal, just one last question. According to you, what is going to be the future of medical tourism in India down the line?
It's already growing a lot, and if you see the latest data, the medical visas have gone high now. It's been inside demand, and we see India to not only the first number 5, it has to grow and at least some in the top 3 in the world, as a preferred destination for all the patients from across the world looking for the medical treatment.
Thank you, Vishal, for talking to us. Wish you and Global Healthcare all the success.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Thanks.